Hello Internet, I'm playing Democracy 3, and if you want to know what I've done so far, have a look at the recap video I posted a couple of days ago. But right now we're a couple of turns from a general election. I don't want to do anything too controversial because for fear of losing, although if you look at the polls, I've got more members than the opposition, more activists than the opposition. I think I've kind of got this one in the bag. But yeah, we do need to do something about the poor technology situation in our country. You know, we've done some things, we need to do more, and we also need to wait for these things we've done, like establishing a space program, and especially the things we changed about education to feed through into increasing technology. And I do maintain, I still believe that if we can fix our technological issues, we will boost productivity, which will end this uncompetitive economy crisis and also boost employment. Now, where's unemployment on here? Yeah, it's the guy lying down sleeping. So I think this has all got to this is all going to come together wonderfully in a few turns time, I'm sure. So let's advance by 3 months. Misinterpreting the Constitution. We're Britain, we don't have a Constitution. So, market meltdown, that's not good. A crisis in confidence on the overseas mortgage market has led to a global meltdown in the stock market. Big financial institutions are panicking, and there's likely to be a medium-term drop in the strength of the global economy with resultant impacts on us. Oh dear, that's not good. The global economy is still in a deep recession, but the polls are optimistic. Looks like we're going to win. Yep, I think we've got this in the bag. Oh, how do I go back to the summary? Huh. Maybe there isn't a way to go back to the summary of that, so that's a bit odd. Unless it's that one? Yes, that one. The Human Rights Society really hates us. Still. We've got a big budget surplus. So we could do some things if we want to. Ooh, we've gained another 1 million members in the party, that's good. I think obviously one of our cabinet members was quite unhappy, was it this woman, because she's quite religious and conservative, and all my policies are not what religious conservatives want. And do I want to do anything now? I would like to do something about organised crime. Can I increase funding for security cameras, I wonder? Because we kind of had organised crime beat, and then I had a budget deficit and I had to cut funding for some of these things. Yeah, okay. If we put another £500 million, £500 million into this? Yeah. Let's push this up to 2.5 billion. I think that will yep, do that. I mean, obviously the civil liberties people hate that, but I'm trustworthy, you know. I wouldn't trust any other government with security cameras everywhere, but this is me. I'm trustworthy. I trust myself. Do we want to do anything else? Probably should do something to make people happier. Just given there's an election coming and we've just done something that's bad, probably unpopular, we should probably do something that's popular as well. What will make people, what problems do we still face? Can we do anything about alcoholism? Because that is a problem, and I think it is largely linked to unemployment. Alcohol consumption is being encouraged by our alcohol laws. Interesting. I don't know if I want to tighten alcohol laws though at this stage. That seems like it's something that would be unpopular. I could cut drinks taxes, but that's that's going to go in the opposite direction. Interested in illegal drug consumption boosts alcohol consumption. I guess that's tobacco. I'm not sure what other drugs are legal at the minute. You know, I'm gonna click next. I'm not gonna do anything until we get get past the general election. Oh, it's election day. Cross your fingers, true believers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got this one in the bag. A lot of people didn't vote. In fact, more people didn't vote than voted for the opposition, which is quite embarrassing for them. But we won! 4 more years! Excellent. Oh, and I got an achievement for that. Cool. Oh, 2 achievements. Excellent. So what's the state of the world now? Well, the global economy is still in a deep recession. That's not good, but we can't do much about it. We're very popular because we just won a general election. We've got a budget deficit. Dear, that's not good. Human rights people hate us. I think I might reshuffle the cabinet slightly and move that unhappy welfare woman out. Alright. Campaign for tightening animal welfare standards is gaining momentum. A law is proposed which will set higher minimum standards. Ooh, interesting. I want to do stuff for animal welfare, but is this the right time in the middle of a recession to be doing stuff that will drive up food prices and cost jobs? Or would it cost jobs, actually? Because people got to eat, so they still have to buy the food, and probably it would create more jobs for animals who are treated in a more humane way. Or would it just lead to more meat being imported externally from other countries that don't have such good regulations? You know, I'm going to set tougher standards for factory farming. I'm doing it. Alright, so we've got a budget deficit, which is obviously not a good thing. I might just leave it because we had a surplus last quarter. So it might just be swings and roundabouts. But we definitely, okay, we need to do stuff. We need to do stuff to help our technology, I think, our technology base. I love the way you've got creationism versus evolution down here, which is not an issue at all in Britain. You know, I think everyone pretty much accepts, well, I don't say everyone accepts evolution, but there's a widespread acceptance in evolution, and there's pretty much nobody trying to teach creationism. Technology, we need to boost our technology base. We need to do this. Science funding is having a negative effect on technology. Does that mean we need to be doing more to fund science? Interesting. I'm going to push this up to 9-bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Confirm. I mean, we're running a budget deficit, so we can't do much for money. Okay, it might be a cabinet reshuffle time. I don't want to I don't want to click reshuffle cabinet because that fires everybody. This woman here. Who else could we put in a welfare office? Who will give us more political capital and be more receptive to our needs. I like the idea of there being a religious person doing welfare, actually. But parent-focused welfare minister. I'm just not sure about that. I think a middle-income focused welfare minister is not what I want at all. I know parents are very important, but it's easy to get caught up in the rhetoric about supporting parents, supporting the family, and excluding, you know, orphans or single-parent families or those from a non-traditional family. So I'm reluctant to put in a parent-focused welfare minister. Certainly don't want a motorist-focused welfare minister. Commuter-focused. With focus on ethnic minorities. Again, I'm not sure what's what you want in the air. You don't want someone in a welfare office who's going to be focusing on certain ethnic groups and to the detriment of others. don't know. Maybe you do. See if there's anybody better on this list. Don't think there is. Okay, Lester Cook, you're going to be promoted to government. Okay, so you, my dear, I'm sorry, you're fired. And we're going to put in Lester Cook. How do I hire somebody for this job? Hire. Okay. Lester Cook, you are hired. I just hired the wrong person, didn't I? How did I do that? Who was I trying to hire? I was trying to hire the ethnic minority focused person who I can't even see anymore. I was trying to hire Gene Phillips and I hired Lester Cook. Idiot. Well, never mind. You can't fire the guy now you've just hired him, so let's see how he does. Motorist focused and liberal focused. Eek. Well, I mean, liberal focused is alright. Motorist focused I'm not so sure about. The income has just nosedived, hasn't it? Oh, yeah, look at that income nosedive in the last quarter. I wonder why. What can we do here? Can we track anything? Can I get a graph of where my income is coming from? Income, yes. Yeah, but I want to see it comparatively. I want to see where the income dropped. Oh, these aren't. I thought these were filters, but they're not, are they? They're showing what's happened. So what has happened? What has happened? All we did was install more CCTV camera, and then just income went through the floor. I kind of want to see income history. Here we go. Oh, it's not income tax, is it? Don't know. Interesting. Oh well, I'm not gonna do anything about the income drop at the minute. What can we do about organised crime? Anything we do for the intelligence services? No. Should we legalise soft drugs? Take quite a bit of political capital, but we do have some. So what would be the options here? We could legalise cannabis. I mean, I'm not really. It's a tough one, legalising drugs. I'm not really in favour of people using drugs. It says me as I drink my was it Relentless, filled with sugar and caffeine and God knows what. But you know, I shouldn't be drinking this either. If this stuff were illegal, it would probably help me, because I have no self-control when it comes to this to energy drinks. But if they weren't on the shelves, I wouldn't be able to buy them. But it would hurt organised crime. Oh, it says green next to crime. I think that means good in terms of reducing crime. It would, I think that's what it means. Yeah, parents wouldn't like it. Legalizing cannabis. Ooh, you know what? Oh, I see what this is saying. This is saying legalizing cannabis increases crime, but it would hurt organized crime. I guess people getting high and going out and doing stupid stuff. I'm not going to do it. I'm not legalizing. Yep, cancel. I'm not legalising cannabis at the minute. But that doesn't really mean there's much we can do. What about the alcoholism? Is there anything we could do about that? More community policing. I think community policing has got to be a good idea, because it's about being more subtle than just going around arresting people. You know, it's when you see a problem, it's easy to think, yeah, you just hit it. Yeah, so like if you see a nail sticking out the wall, you hit it with a hammer. Sometimes that's not the solution. Sometimes you have to be a little more subtle and encourage the nail to go into the wall on its own. And that metaphor doesn't work at all. But you know what I mean, right? You get what I'm talking about? Sometimes the direct approach isn't the right one. Sometimes you have to be subtle in the way you influence people. But we already spend quite a bit on this, and we have a budget deficit, so I don't really want to do anything for that. I'd like to raise science funding a bit, but budget deficit. Yeah, I need to do something that will raise money, don't I? Okay, I'm going to leave this and see if the budget deficit sorts itself out next turn. Credit rating downgraded. Oh boy, that's not good. Global economy still in deep recession. Thank you, Globe. We're popular. They're trustworthy cabinet. They're not loyal anymore. They're just trustworthy. Intelligence services report growing concern about small extremist religious organisation known as Crusaders of the Lord. We should keep an eye on them. Okay. And the budget deficit has increased, so we need to do something about it. Yeah, and our credit status has been downgraded. That's not good. Okay, we need to reduce the level of debt. Right, first of all, Crusaders of the Lord. Oh, these guys. They've got 63 members, but they've got a high threat assessment. Need to do something about that, obviously. Right, we need to do things to raise money. Where's tax? Which one of this is a taxation section? Actually, you know, we go here and look at income. No, not here. Which one of these is money? That one's money, the dollar sign. Right, if we look at income. Actually, if we look at expenses, is there anything obvious we could cut? I mean, pensions are the biggest part of our budget, actually. Do we want to cut pensions? I don't know. I wouldn't want to cut pensions. Seems like a bad idea to penalise old people. Cut military, housing, schools. Yes, cutting state housing funding would really help the homelessness problem, wouldn't it? Cutting schools? No. Rail subsidies. I don't really want to start cutting rail subsidies. Road building. You know, building roads does cause more congestion. I really believe that. It's counterintuitive, but it just encourages more car use, which means you get more cars on the road, and you know that those cars get filtered through the choke points places where you can't widen the road and things. So it just leads to more people sitting in jams. I think we can cut back on this. I think we need to cut back on this. I think if we cut back to 10 billion on this, just so we maintain in our existing infrastructure. Okay, that's 2 billion saved. We need to save. So these budgets, are these budgets annual or are these budgets? I presume these budgets are per turn and not annual, but it doesn't actually say, does it? Right, so what else can we cut funding of? Alcohol abuse. Okay, that's what are we spending money? I guess that's just a knock-on effect of that problem, right? Don't want to cut science, technology, intelligence services, no. Agricultural subsidies, I don't know. It's I think we're going to cut this down to 5 billion. Have we got capital to do that? We have. Okay, that's 3 billion saved. We just need another 27 billion to go. An employment benefit, police force, space program. Not cutting the space program. Foreign aid, debt interest, small businesses. The space program is the crown. Is my crown jewel. It's a jewel in my crown. I'm not cutting it. Right, we could increase taxes. You know what? I think we should increase alcohol tax because we've got an alcoholism problem. You know, I didn't want to do this earlier because of it would be very unpopular. Actually, alcohol tax income dropped a lot. Maybe that's... Maybe we're actually making headway on the alcohol epidemic, in which case, yes, it's totally the right time to try increasing alcohol duty. It's 23%. If I increase this to 27%, that'll raise an extra, what is that, £2 billion? Put it to 30% because I like round numbers. Okay, what else have we got here? Capital gains tax. I want to encourage business owners, so I don't really want to be increasing this. Would raise some money though. At the point where we need to raise money. Okay, I'm going to increase this to 10%, which earns basically nothing. Wait a minute. Revert changes. So it's currently 11%, earning me 5.76 billion. If I raise this to 12, yeah, 12%. We got to do it. We got to get this right. Tobacco tax. This needs to be increased. This clearly needs to be increased. It'll obviously increase health. It'll also boost our income in general, and to be honest, the income in general is what we need. So it's just going to 30%, and that'll give us another few £1 billion in the coffers. I can't actually afford it. We don't have the capital. Damn. All right. Well, I'm going to go to the next turn. I've done some things to help tackle the deficit problem. But yeah, economy is still in deep recession. People are indifferent to the government because I've just raised all their taxes. A trustworthy cabinet. We're still very worried about Crusaders of the Lord. And we're running, well, we've halved the deficit now. But yeah, the people don't like us because we've just raised everyone's taxes on the things they like alcohol. Interestingly, the alcohol abuse problem is actually increasing. What's alcohol consumption doing? Alcohol consumption actually increased even though we'd just taxed it. Increase the taxation. What about other drugs? And these are pretty much steady. Organised crime is, it's still, we're winning this fight. We're winning this fight, I'm sure. What do we do? We need to do something about this bloody deficit. Income is creeping upwards now with increased taxes, but expenditure is pretty steady. Problem is, all the things I want to do, wow, look at the global economy dip there. That was the problem. It wasn't anything I did that killed the income. It was the global economy taking a nosedive. All the things that I want to do, like encouraging technological education and whatnot, is gonna be, it's gonna need investment. Right? We don't have any. Okay, I think we need to go back to increasing tobacco tax. This is going wumped up to 30% right now. Yep, I know it's going to cost a lot of political capital, but we're going to do it. Inheritance tax. I think I've increased this before, haven't I? I'm not sure. Doesn't really show that I have. I don't have the political capital to raise it, though I would. Alright, so what can we do? We need to help our businesses. We need to do things to encourage. We need to encourage technology. We need to encourage just business in general. We need to boost our GDP. Capital gains tax is an issue. Yeah, I just increased it. Crime, traffic congestion, immigration. Pollution controls. None of these are things I actually want to alter, which is difficult. Congestion I'd like to do something about, but what do you do about that? Can't decrease car usage somehow, but that's not the thing to do right now. Well, increase unemployment, I guess, and that way nobody will have cars. So nobody will be able to afford to do anything. That works. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It's tough running a country. We clearly need to cut back on something, but state pensions possibly. That's private pensions. Where's state pensions? State pensions is that one. I'm thinking maybe cutting back on. I don't know. I don't really want to cut back on these. Well, can't anyway. I don't have the political capital. I don't think they can do anything. Let's go on to next, I think. The economy is in recession. Well, we're in deep recession. Now we're in recession. That's got to be a good thing. People are indifferent to our government. Our government is trustworthy. I need to keep an eye on these crusaders of the Lord. We've got a surplus. Right. So we could do something. Oil drilling opportunity. Oil companies are keen to get permission to drill for oil in parts of the country protected as a wildlife refuge. No. No, you may not plunder, you may not destroy our beautiful natural parks for short-term economic gain. No way. No way at all. Okay. Right, so I need to do things to boost. I've got a small surplus, so I can do something or other. Or I could just let that pay down the debt, actually. That might be a better idea. Yeah. I don't like having an £800 billion debt. We really need to do something about that. We should probably try to encourage tourism. Where's the policies list? Yeah. Is there anything we could do, I wonder, to encourage tourism? No, we could encourage foreign investment, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Encouraging foreign... No, we don't want to encourage foreign investment because we've got enough. We want to encourage local investment. We could initiate some kind of organic farming subsidies. Yes, because I've introduced new controls on the welfare of animals, so implementing organic farming subsidies would be actually quite a good idea. Don't want to pay that much. Maybe just a little low level, just like £1 billion a quarter. It'd be quite a good idea to try to help those farmers, wouldn't it? Yeah, to help the farmers who are inconvenienced by that policy move into more environmentally friendly things. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go to £1.5 billion a quarter. This is all our subsidy we're spending, but I think that's the right thing to do, and that should help boost the rural economy. Sounds like logic. Let's find out.